Well, space flight is a difficult thing to do. Launching a rocket presents a number of different challenges. In the video, what you see is it's pretty obvious that there is a first stage failure. Now, I don't think NASA knows and probably won't know for some time whether it was the engine or something else in the first stage, but the first stage, which is providing all the propulsion at that point, came apart.
While you watch the slow motion launch of this rocket and then the cargo spacecraft, does anything look out of the ordinary to you? Because NASA tweeted that the explosion happened 6 seconds after the launch.
Well, they had an anomaly pretty early. It looks quite normal to me, but with the high-speed video and as they start to analyze it, they might see something, but I'd guess probably not. But where they'll see and where they're going to find out what happened is analyzing the data that comes down to the ground, which they get an enormous amount of data, every millisecond perhaps, and then from the debris. So they'll figure out what happened.
Senator Nelson, can you tell which part of the rocket this may have started in?
No, you can't, and Mark's exactly right. They'll do the investigation. I think NASA's going to issue some kind of report later on tonight, but it'll take a much lengthier investigation to pinpoint the exact cause.
Mm-hmm. So how will the impact of this, how will this impact, I should say, operations on the International Space Station? And we know that the rocket was carrying, thousands of pounds of supplies, including, food. So there were also experiments on board. How does this affect further space travel, Senator Nelson?
It won't. I've spoken this evening to the administrator of NASA, General Bolden. They have plenty of supplies already on the space station. Later tonight, another cargo rocket from Russia, the Progress, is set to launch. We have the SpaceX rocket ready to go with another cargo coming up in December. They can add to that cargo. So they're not going to miss very much, even though this is a setback. It's one of the rockets, the Antares, that takes cargo up to the space station. But they're not going to miss a beat up there in what they're doing and all the experimentation.
Well, the question is, too, and I'll ask you this as a senator, and I'll ask Mark Kelly this. Senator, we know that there was classified equipment on board this rocket, so what may have been lost here?
Well, I can't answer that until we know the results of the investigation. Mm-hmm. But there are plenty of backups to get additional equipment up. If something is lost, it can be duplicated and sent up on a later rocket.
Mark Kelly?
Well, Don, I could tell you, but that's classified. Actually, all serious about this, we don't use the space station as any kind of military platform. So when they talk about cryptographic information, stuff like that, I think it's probably more likely to be part of the range safety system, which is the system that was actually actuated today to destroy the rocket in case of a failure, to make sure it doesn't wind up over any populated area. So they initiated the range safety system today, but to protect that system, to protect it from somebody, say, like a hacker on the ground, it is done with cryptographic equipment. So that's probably what they're concerned about. I can't imagine that there's, something else that was being sent up to the space station. I can't imagine what that would be.
Is this a big setback, you think, for NASA and private companies, that they contract?
Well, so Senator Nelson talked about how, he talked to General Bolden today, and, this won't be a big impact. And one of the reasons is they plan for this. The head of the space station program, Mike Suffredini, will plan that, there's a likelihood in delivering cargo to the space station that we do lose something. But also keep in mind, we did lose some critical equipment, some spare parts, and also 4 months of my brother's clothing that he was going to have when he was up there for a year at the International Space Station.